Hey guys, Jennifer Weithman with Benchmark. I'm not at the Tennessee boarding house today. I'm at my friend's and one of my clients' house that she bought a few years back. So, welcome everybody. It's hot here in Tennessee. Thank God we've got some lovely rivers and streams to get out on. And our market is super hot too. So, we're experiencing multiple offers all over the place. And that leads people to say, okay, how can I get this house? Last week I was out kayaking. The week before that, we talked about appraisal gaps and that clause and how it covers folks. And it kind of ties into accelerator clauses too. So the way that these accelerator clauses are usually, or escalation clauses are usually written is round numbers, because again, history major, not math major. House is listed at 300,000. And there's a lot of interest in the house. It's a great location, it's great condition, everybody wants it. Agent calls for highest and best. And so you say, okay, we're going to offer 305,000. But in special steps, you write, we're going to go X amount above the highest offer that you receive, and that will be our offer. So the problem is right now, is your offer 305,000 or is it X plus 305 or plus whatever the highest offer is? So when you have an offer, a contract, you have to have a specific consideration that you're giving, and you don't in this offer because you have a variable in there. So you're best suited to just put in your highest and best offer straight off. The other thing that often happens in that is they'll say, like, the buyer's like, okay, well, all right, fine, we'll put in 305,000 and we'll go 1,000 above the highest offer received, but we're not going to go above 315,000. But how do we know that there was another offer received? What shows us that? Well, we're going to ask that the listing agent shows us the any other buyer's offer that came in at 310, making us go to 311. Well, there's also the problem with that is confidentiality. They don't have the right to share that, and I know some agents will black out pertinent details and just share the cover page where that offer is written or maybe the special stipulations pages. But the other thing happens too is what happens if you get an offer that says 305,000, we're going to go 1,000 above the highest offer received up to 320,000, and you get two of those. They're technically both the highest offer received. So what are you supposed to do? Go back and forth up to 320? It gets really sticky. And like I said, you're not supposed to disclose the other party's offer. There's confidentiality involved there. And then the final difficulty that it can arise to is meeting appraisal. So are we as agents encouraging you to over offer on a home that may not make appraisal then? And then you have your appraisal, but we also see people doing appraisal gaps or appraisal condition. And in the end, your home is worth whatever someone is willing to pay for it with a loan if it appraises and without if it doesn't. And I say all the time, if this house is next door to my mom and I need to live next door to my mom, but I want to live separately from her and I have $500,000 cash, even if it's only 300,000, if it takes me paying over to get it, it's worth it to me. And that's my decision to use with my money. My realtor can advise me on that and say, hey, you're paying over offer, but if I choose to do it, then that's my choice. The other thing with going over the offer is there is some value talking to different appraisals where if you're getting all these multiple offers, they kind of take that into some consideration as they do when there's a auction. And auctions don't have to have appraisal because it's a snapshot of the market and what it will bear that day. So a little bit with the escalation clauses. We don't use them at Benchmark. I don't use them a lot. If you send me an offer, if I have the house that's 300,000 that everybody's wanting to buy, and you send me in an offer and I like your offer, it's clean, there's no sale of home contingency, You're putting down great amount of trust money, so I know we're feeling valid moving forward. And let's say that it would be you've offered 305, but you say that you would escalate up to that 320 above the highest offer received. And so that would maybe the next highest is 310. I may not go to 311. I may counter you back straight at 305. I may counter you back at 310. And yeah, you can counter in a multiple offer situation. So if my deadline for all offers in response is 7 p.m. and it's looking like yours is the one we want to go with, but it's got an escalation clause, so there's not any set consideration, I'll counter you back and I'll put in offer, countered at 310, and then you can accept and sign that, and I'll put in a response time of shorter than 7, so that if you choose not to accept that, then I'll go to the next one down. So if you have any questions about home buying, this escalation clause, appraisal gaps, where to kayak, let me know. Message me on whatever format you're seeing this on, and y'all take care. Hope you can say that you love your tea and home too. Talk to you soon.